It's a good question. Everybody thinks this, but no. It's kind of like matching. No. You could buy these types of policies. It's not basic, it's not broad, it's not special. It's the additional endorsements that you can add into those policies.
No.
What I always try to tell people is when you're dealing with visual things, it's usually not damaged the way you think, because a tree could scrape something and it's not going to ruin its ability to protecting the home. So if a tree scratched your roof, it's not
Oh my
preventing your
God.
roof from doing its job.
No. All right. It says up on the screen, or cosmetic damage is covered by insurance. He's saying no. That's wrong. Cosmetic damages are covered by insurance unless the policy specifically excludes it. You see, the court systems apply a different definition of damage than what this guy is saying. Courts acknowledge that insurance policies pay for direct physical loss and direct physical damage. Physical damage is defined as a distinct, demonstrable, detrimental physical alteration to property. So all you have to do is be able to say, hey, I can point to it's distinct, it's demonstrable, I can measure it, and it's detrimental, it got worse in some way. It doesn't have to be a primary function way, some way, caused by a covered peril. That would be covered damages caused by a covered peril unless the policy specifically limits damage to something more than that. And there are policies that will limit that, but a general homeowner's policy does not. The endorsements that this guy is talking about as an add-on, it's backwards. You get endorsements added on that reduce the coverage in the policy. These endorsements that are added on are cosmetic damage exclusions, usually for roofing and siding or exteriors caused by hail and wind or hurricane. Generally, the policies that don't have that endorsement do cover cosmetic damages. So this guy is wrong. And it's surprising to me that he's a public adjuster. He even said matching wasn't covered. Matching is covered unless it's explicitly excluded as well. Both of those things. Look, policies are supposed to be read in plain language. There's nothing implied in them. Whatever the policy says is what it says. There's no additional language you have to add to it in order to interpret it. Whatever it specifically says is what it says. And if they don't define damage in the policy, and they don't generally, then anything that you could identify as being damaged is damage according to that policy, unless they specifically define it or make some kind of a specific limitation. So the guy's just wrong. Your policy does cover cosmetic damages unless there's an exclusion for it. If you don't know if your policy has cosmetic damage coverages, then ask your agent, does my policy have an exclusion for cosmetic damages? Don't ask your agent, does my policy cover cosmetic damages? Because a lot of them get that answer wrong. But if you specifically ask them, is there an exclusion in my policy for cosmetic damages? They'll go looking for one. And most of the time they won't find one unless you're in like a major hail location like Texas, Oklahoma. Or possibly wind damages might have some limitations on coastal regions that get a lot of hurricane damages. Outside of that, though, it is most policies, vast majority of policies, cover cosmetic damages. He's just wrong.